Hello, friends. This is Terry with Toma's Place, and I am here to show you the final portion of my strawberry journal for hashtag Junk Journal Madness. Our host is Susan, who is I Totally Love It, and the theme for August is fruits. So I decided to do strawberries because I really do love strawberries. And I had collected a bunch of strawberry stuff, but good grief, look how big this has become. And I was going to make a belt, and then I said, just do a belly band. It's easier. Oh, and so for the front, I did do a shaker, which just seems kind of weird because you want to shake it, but I just happen to like this image and the little strawberries. I was going to put the elastic in beads, have it beaded, but the elastic was too thick. And I do have some thinner, but I just didn't use it to hold the signatures. So I decided to go with this dangle, and I put a little dollop there to hide the glue dot. So let's take a look. And the good thing about the elastic is I'd be able to take the journal out because it is sewn. Because, like, say, if I wanted to write in it, because look at that. That's just ridiculous. But you know what? I went crazy putting stuff in, making things. Like I had made the tags. I had a DigiKit from online Etsy, and this is the tags I made for it. Let me hold it this way so the shadow isn't there. And then I made these. These are little squares. I used Word so that it could frame it, and then decided to make them tuck spots because I didn't want to do all that fussy cutting because, you know, that the little flowers, something would get lopped off. And the paper was copied front and back. Now we had to use 9 materials. So I use baker's twine. There's a tea bag. And of course you saw the washi tape on the front. And I also put the little corners here because I saw those and I thought, oh, let me use them. I usually forget about them. And there's chipboard for the cover and the back. And of course, index cards have been used for journaling purposes. And there's an envelope, which I'm not really happy how it turned out because it's a big, I should have used copy paper because it's so thick and just kind of hard, you know, structured. And I did use copy paper because that's what this is all printed on. There's some bread, and I'll show you. And of course, you'll see some vellum. Guest check. I made pockets out of that. There's die cuts, and I'll point those out. And then we had to make 8 makes, which is the coin envelopes here. The window envelope is part of that postal envelope that I put in here. And then there's an envelope pocket, flip out style. There's some flip outs, corner tucks, journal, a regular journaling card, altar paper clips, regular tags. I did a waterfall item, and you just saw my dangle. So let's swiftly go through this. I added stickers to this graph page because of it being so plain. And then I told you before that was a list from Dollar Tree. So there's plenty of writing space, and I added things. Here's another shaker. See, I should have put the other tag on. But you know, I will be honest with you, after getting towards the end of completing this, I said, oh, no, I'm done. I got so lazy. This little envelope, it's a vellum envelope. And all I did was add a piece of paper. So like, let's say you have a hidden message you want to write in here. And it does come out. Here it is. It's that little strawberry thing. I printed this from Pinterest. And this is towards the end again. I was like, what am I going to do with this? Here, on the back, just write a little note. And you could fold it another way so that nobody could see inside. So I put that there with the matte paper. I had to add something because it's all, Here's my guest check with this cute tag. And I just added washi tape here because, look at the guest check. It's cute, but, it's always cute to add stuff. A little strawberry jam. Here's this little paper here. Had to have something. It's just for writing notes. Here's the vellum. And you'll see stickers throughout because I didn't want the pages to be too boring. And I don't know if you noticed on the tags, I do have little strawberry nail things. I call them doodads. This is it's not a real postcard, but it's a 4x6 that you get from Temu. Again, the stickers are just to keep that one page from being so, bookish. And then I put twine on the, tags. Here's that U.S. Postal Mail envelope. And what I did, I cut this in parts so that it could be separate. And you could go in here and, here's your index card. Uh-oh. I didn't glue him down because I don't know why I didn't glue it down, but it should be glued down. I'll do that later. I guess I put it here to see would it work, like how would it look? And then I forgot to glue it down. And here's another one. I love that strawberry house. Like you see the mushroom houses. And look, isn't it cute? Instead of doing strawberry shortcake like I was going to do with one of the, like when I was started out months ago, I said, let me do this one with the little mice. Because this DigiKit does not, the mice don't go with it. I found these and made them into DigiCuts, into digitals. Here's that Brad. And I saw Susan do this. She was saying, do something new when you're thinking about the items you have to put in here. And she did one of these. So I thought, how cute. And I had made it months ago because I wanted to put something in. And then here's a little tiny envelope. You could see that, I don't know if you can see that teeny weeny strawberry that you get when you do sequins. Oh, that's going to be fun, huh? I should use my tweezers, but this has a little note. It's just cardstock, so I put one of those little strawberries there. You could use tweezers and get that out. And you can see the different strawberry paper. Here's the altar paper clip. All I did was put a sticker on here and close the back with a little circle punch. And, great day in the morning. Here's an index card. Use this for journaling. There's your die cut. And the other part of that doggone envelope. Now this one I did a booklet. Oh dear. Try to get it out. Sorry. Oh dear. And I didn't do anything on the inside. These are index cards. I saw somebody, probably treasure books, and thought I'd make one for this big chunky monkey. And here's another cute little mouse. Now, these really made good tuck spots because they're small enough to fit on any page. And here's some dyed paper. Forgot to mention that. In fact, when I was going through the list, I said, did I have any dyed paper in there? Totally forgot. I did a belly band and more die cuts. Remember I told you about the card. It's a 4x6. And they have all sorts of images that, Temu does, that they sell. Here's a flip out and an altered tag. Look at, isn't she cute? Look at this one. I fell in love with these images, and these are actual stamps. Not stamps. Darn it. Whatever. Sorry, you guys. And this one was just a notepad, a list pad, and I cut that part out. And I put this here because this is one of those library. Did I find this one at Dollar Tree? I forget, but it was big long sheet. I folded up, made a pocket. But these were not stamps, stickers. And so I made them, put them in Word and made them die cuts. Here's the waterfall. Now, I meant to have this part at the top, but as you can see, I did backwards. I was going to do down, but I was like, no, just do up. But they're just writing spots. Okay? Just something fun. And found that little sticker there. The graph paper didn't want to be naked by itself. Same here. This is one of the digis that didn't have anything. Look at that. Here's the second signature, which is just as chunky. Now here is a time card. This little thing is bigger than the pocket, so that's how come I ended up with that. Which was, and it was fine. It worked out. And more papers. This I think I showed in the beginning. The flip up, flip down, write some hidden messages. And look, mushroom with the strawberry. This little character, these little images were so cute. Oh, great, my dangle fell. But it's on a lobster clasp, so I can easily put it back on. But I have a feeling it's not the lobster clasp. Nope, because it's still there. I gotta do the ring better. I need to invest in a looper. And here's some more tags. Look at, isn't that cute, silly? And this looked good with that because she's like gardening her little strawberry plant. My mother had a strawberry plant. We grew some very small strawberries, I can tell you that. And then no more grew. Now here's I bought this. It's a library card, like that brown one. Only this was a notepad, and I found it at Michael's. And one of the things, I don't know if you noticed, I debated, should I use, to cover the holes of the tag, I used reinforcements because I didn't want to do eyelets. And then these I found on Temu. I showed you. And then this is one of the digis, not the one with the paper, it was just one of them. And I decided to cut the truck out because I thought it would look cute. And covering up, now this sticker, this mouth is not part of the other stickers, but still. The flip, I hope I'm not going over. I have gone over. Here's that little coin envelope. And I just stuck this another list. And this one came from the Dollar Tree. And put that in there. I thought that's kind of cute to have. And the bow was part of the one of the digis. Or one of the stickers, actually. So here's a sticker. Here's that tea bag I told you about. I had made a long time ago. And I don't know what the purpose it is in here, except I thought it was cute and it had strawberries on it. They had lots of flips, as you can see. And we're almost at the end. These images are so cute. What about that strawberry lamp? Let's talk about just strawberry themed. And I had made this one months ago, and it's a index card. I got these from Katie's Cuttables. And more, we're almost there, y'all. Thanks for hanging in there with me. And this one is a flip index card. Do you see that cute apron? And then a list. And some more paper. I don't think I have anything. Oh, that's vellum. Vellum just looked good. I didn't have to decorate it. It just was cute. And another paper that I got from Pinterest that if we do a flip using more washi. Now this one I did get from Paper Tears, and I made it. It's a flip. And the tags didn't fit, so I just used the little images. I'm going to call them image cards that I made. And you could write on it. You know, you can use it as a journaling card. Had to put something on the doily. Whoops, didn't put nothing on that one, huh? And then here we go with the last. Love the strawberry house. So that's it. And I will fix that later. You guys, thank you for staying this long. Let me know what you think of this Chunky Monkey. Thanks for watching.